PlayStation 4 game news, another great classic could be coming back to Sony console. PlayStation 4 fans have received even more good news this week. It looks like one of the most popular games of the PS3 era could be getting remastered for Sony's newest console. According to a Twitter user called Sissy, it looks like a Dark Souls remastered for PS4 has been spotted in the wild. The tweet, which can be seen below Out Gallery, seems to detail a pre-order notice for the game, which is apparently due to release on May 24, 2018. There has been no official confirmation of this from Dark Souls publisher Bandai Namco. But considering the popularity of the Dark Souls series, and the fact that Dark Souls 3 is supposedly the last game in the series, it would make sense for Bandai Namco to release the game on this console generation. Despite the listing only coming up for PS4, it stands to reason that the Dark Souls Remastered Edition could also come to Xbox One. After all, Dark Souls released on the 360. This means we could also see the game on Nintendo Switch. It's a long shot, but Bandai Namco has suggested it's keen to support Nintendo's newest console, too. This comes after the new president of Sony Interactive Entertainment potentially laid out some good news for PS4 owners. John Kodera, who can be found at @Tsuyoshi Kodera on Twitter, took over from previous C president Andrew House in October last year, and has been relatively quiet since the appointment. However, this week, the former deputy president joined Twitter and had a pretty good message for fans via social media. "I will do my best to continue the excellent work done by Mr. Andy House," Sony's new PlayStation head tweeted. About the issue of games as a service, do not worry about it. PlayStation's vision is totally different. This should allay fears from fans that have seen other publishers travel the route of games as a service, but get it wrong. The games as a service model basically sees developers keep products alive past the standard 4-month release window. This is usually done via seasonal updates, cosmetic additions and DLC drops, but is often funded by loot box mechanics and microtransactions, which have recently proved highly controversial in games like Battlefront 2 and Destiny 2. The fact that Sony has a different take on these games is good news. Hopefully this means the company will be moving away from controversial ways of grabbing more money from gamers and perhaps offer a fairer alternative. Gamers have responded well to Kodera's fast and honest replies when questioned about issues such as this. Ahead of the launch of more Sony games in the coming weeks and months, God of War, Detroit, Become Human, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima and more are all pending releases for the publisher. Fans are eager to see what sort of shape they'll take. We've already seen Sony dominate this generation, outselling Xbox One consoles at almost a 3-to-1 ratio in the early years, and providing more third- and first-party exclusives to its players, too. Sony will be keen to capitalize on this success, and in order to do that, it's going to want to keep the user base on side and happy. Clear communication and fair monetization tactics are certainly a way to do this. We look forward to hearing more from Kodera in the coming months.